So this story is essentially a time travel story. It's one that kind of is a mixture, in my opinion, of like Back to the Future with like Indiana Jones, to where this character, Savannah Green, is seemingly a part of some sort of like time travel association or organization that is in charge of going back into time and stealing different historical artifacts and bringing them to the future. And they then use them as museum pieces, or they sell them off to the highest bidder for the most part, is what it seems like. And Savannah was a thrill seeker for the most part. And we see that earlier on in the book, where Savannah is someone who loves to go back in time and do these high risk things and get away with stealing things. After seeing and getting introduced to her and her husband and seeing what they did in their younger days, we then like fast forward to a couple years in the future where she's now retired because her and her now husband have a child together. They wanted to retire and leave the life behind so they could raise their child. And this book kind of follows that similar issue that you hear about a lot of athletes going through when they retire, where a lot of their best years of their life and everything revolving their life up until the point they retired was them playing a sport or training for the sport or being in the sport. This seems like a very similar thing to where Savannah seems like most of her life she was a thrill seeker. She was running around in the past, stealing the things she wanted to steal for work and having fun doing that. So her giving that up, she maybe felt like she was missing a piece of herself. This is all capped off when we are at the birthday party that is thrown for her son, and her son has his heart set on this gift called a Mini Max, which I kind of take to be like a Game Boy or like a PS, some kind of handheld gaming device from the past. And he wants an original one, not a replica, not anything fake, but a like real one from the past. And he doesn't get that. His parents end up getting him one that is a replica. In Savannah's eyes, she's like feeling like she is inadequate, like she's not enough, like she's not doing enough, like she should be doing better for her son, and her son deserves a real life Mini Max versus the replica they got him. So what does she do? She uses her son not having the real Mini Max that he wants as a guise to pursue going back into the field. Essentially, she calls up one of her old friends from the life that's still currently doing the time traveler like Indiana Jones shtick. She is taken back to the agency she works at, and we find out that like this thing that is going on with her is like this big organization. It's not just her stealing technology to go back and steal things for her. It's like an actual, like, I assume like think the TVA from Marvel and how that works, but instead of like monitoring the timeline, their whole job is to go back and steal shit from the past timelines. We get close to the end of the book, and it's essentially just Savannah finally getting to go back into the field and going to get her son that Mini Max they deserve. Now, I'm gonna assume in the second issue, things aren't gonna go as planned, and she's gonna mess something up in the past, or maybe she's rusty, I don't know. But I will say this first issue did enough to make me excited to go read the second issue and see just what this has to offer.